the Bhuta world night. Lith found it difficult to leave the Kama Bhuta town and Lonafra and felt her parting plea, to bring Zutha back to his people, to be an obligation of kinship. Feeling he had invaded Litha's privacy, Red Eagle let the link slack on Litha's and Hairo's return journey and had forgotten it by the time he greeted them again. Zutha and Red Eagle left Lith at the Butterfly Diner. She wanted to journey from Raza Bhuta town to the Lygian Gateway, Rupa Bhuta town, to seek information about her space-time people. Red Eagle had warned her not to dally because he sensed a dangerous episode of the Bhuta world night coming. With us all, she usually escaped the night of the Bhuta world in the Tavern of Light. No one knows how or who erected or conjured it, but Zutha passionately insists the Gandharv do no thing that helps. He claims to remember when it was not, and thinks he may have helped bring it to be, but is not sure. There is a door into the Tavern of Light for 4 of the 5 Bhuta towns, the Sund or Shabda Bhuta town the exception. Most of the Sund are Golan in the Mula lands, and the reality of the Sund Bhuta town some of us, Rakshasa, think is fading. We guess that if a town fades into permanent night, the related sentients, in this case the Sund, are likely extinct in space-time. The shelter is one shelter, though having 4 doors, but only 3 doors have opened since any Rakshasa remembers. The sentients that dwell alive or dead beyond the 4th door are a mystery to all. Red Eagle engaged the link and warned, "Dear Lith, the night is coming and you must hasten to the tavern." Lith sojourned only briefly in Rupa Bhuta town, talking to the Lie and hoping to get some information from those recently dead. She queried them about the real space-time of the Lie after her disappearance. Lith had learned that colonization of the near-stellar systems of her home galaxy proceeded. Equipment and natural resources could be transported to the colony worlds in faster-than-light ships, though living matter could not. AI agencies could pilot the FTL ships. Thereby, the development of the habitability of colony planets was greatly accelerated. Michael marveled at what he saw of her space-time world through her mind's eye. Lith was en route to the tavern door when night came. It was a lightning flash of darkness that persisted after the initial body-jolting crackle of reality. Lith quickly attempted to assert her will and awareness against the night, but the landscape did not return. Finding her way in the Bhuta world required inner attention to the landmarks. A particular landmark might be found on many paths dependent on where the mind wandered. Lith had lost her way enough to know that wandering in the Bhuta towns with a wandering mind was very dangerous. Backtracking through her memory and feeling the landscape had been impossible. At times, she had been hopelessly lost until she felt the touch of Red Eagle's rescuing mind. No sentients walk at night in the Bhuta world was part of the lore of this sometimes twisted and frightening non-place. The risk of losing your self-awareness and direction of your existence was great in the night. Red Eagle experienced Lith close her eyes, preferring her inner darkness to the night. Red Eagle had explained to aspiring Rakshasa, "The night is not an absence of light, but a temporary absence of reality. The Tavern of Light is a beacon of reality in the ocean of night. We expect that the setting and rising of reality was an experience the Golan did not share with the self-aware." The night began to penetrate Lith, and the boundary between her reality and the unreality of the night faded. Michael felt Lith panic, but not sense a body of which her panic could take hold. A wind lifted her. The wind was cool in her mind, and her panic became a tingling in her vaporous body. A point of light appeared in the night, and the wind rushed Lith toward the light. Suddenly, she was in the tavern still carried by the wind. Red Eagle and 2 other Rakshasa, the Sund, Shundat, and Hairo, knelt on the floor, right knee down, hands grasping each other's forearms. Each of their eyes caught by the eye of one other. Each of the Rakshasa now spoke in the wheel they formed. The will and awareness of each of the 3 gathered at the hub. Gathered and focused, their will and awareness opened the door of the Tavern of Light into the night. But Lith somehow knew that even though these 3 opened the door, another walked into the night. Zutha still held her in his powerful arms. Every eye but the 6 still bound by concentration were upon them. All within the tavern were awed not by the forming of the wheel, but by Zutha's walk into the night. As before, the weight before him, Zutha lifted it. Lith held him tightly, while her silver tears fell upon the arm of Roke and the tavern floor.